An amazing find on Shopee, Malaysia. Although it's really beat up, broken all tip. Got this for a song. It's the G.A.K. and it's a version 1 by I.C.A.R. This is tough to find. Definitely not a reproduction. Tip's broken, but I will cut that off, reprofile the whole blade, or maybe just leave it as it is, as something relegated to history or the past of its former user. But it's mine now, so yeah, I will have to reprofile and regrind that blade. Still pretty nice. That's the blade for you. Comes with all these implements. The saw, so you can see the saw and the bottle opener and can opener is one tool. Suppose you can use this tip as a screwdriver as well. So it's like, okay, can opener, cap lifter, screwdriver 3, saw 4. 4 tools in one implement for the German Army knife version 1. Corkscrew. Yeah, well, it's not just for opening bottles of wine in the woods. It's really a survival tool, opening knots, you know, whenever you need to do something that's very, very intensive and micro in the bush. It could come in very handy. This is also another problem. You've got a broken awl. So the question that presides over me is whether I should cut and regrind this to a new awl and reamer, just, you know, sharpen it over there, which will eat really into the nail nick. It's one option. And then I'll have to basically reprofile this side and sharpen this. This is at 50 degrees. It's really tough to sharpen as well, especially on this form factor. So the other option is to do like what I did with my Huntsman, which is to turn my screwdriver into a chisel. So this could work as a chisel like that here. So what you can see is that, let me show you the Swiss champ. So in the Swiss champ, there is a back tool, which is a chisel, as you can see. So this chisel is really sharp, comes in really handy for woodworking and whatever that you need to do in the woods in an emergency and survival situation, or even if you just like to bushcraft or whittle around with wood. So I think it's much easier to turn this into a chisel. Yes, much easier. So I did that to my Huntsman. You can see that. Right, so I think you can see how I reprofiled that end to become a chisel. Now the reason why it's concave is pretty much the same idea as with a spoke shave or a draw knife, where you want to basically be biting into the wood and not chunking it out at an angle. So there's a minor difference in how you perform the woodworking operation there with this kind of concave chisel. And maybe we can do the same with this broken tip and turn it into something very useful. Reprofile the blade. That's the blade. Reprofile the blade. Let's put that in. And it could become something I can use. Okay. Well, then within the same week, as luck would have it, I found something else on the market. This seems to be in better condition, and it's also a G.A.K version 1. Okay, blades chipped there at the tip, nothing I can solve. But if you look at the tank stamp, you can just see, there you go, Victorinox stainless, Ross Fry. So that is the tank stamp from, I think, 1976 onwards into the late 80s, maybe 88, 89. Okay, and nothing on the back. Okay, so that's the old tank stamp. That's great. Doesn't snap too well, so maybe we can service this out. This comes, same tool, you've got that, 4-in-1 tool, and this, you have a guard. You have a guard for your saw, so that you don't accidentally nick yourself, and also it sits nicely, and it's nice to have a saw guard. And this is like, really fits the part. See? Because of the guard, it doesn't really snap. That snaps on. And this is how the reamer should be looking. So let's compare it, shall we? There you go. That's how much of the tip we've lost out. We can actually regrind it back, as I mentioned, reprofile it back, and we should have a shorter or reamer, or turn this into, like I mentioned, a chisel, and turn it into something useful. Yeah, the jury's still out on what I should be doing here. Still, G.A.K's, it's a G.A.K party. Get that? I haven't cleaned these up or anything, so yeah, well, we'll see. In case I reprofile the blade of the I.C.A.R, might put that on video for you to see. See how I can just, cut off that bit. Just turn this into something useful again. Or leave it as it is. Look at that, that's really badly chipped there. Dull.